So going forward, what you guys do is when I have given some assignment, right? Where is the drop down example? Okay, so what I said yesterday, I'm declaring one variable select for the day. Now you need to also take one more thing, right? So how many values you have to select? Is everyone able to take it till create new account? Click on create new account. Did you guys go to this screen? Everyone moved. So where the problem? I know you said some value with the drop down. You were able to enter first name, last name. You're not even able to enter anything. Even you also. What you are getting? What message you are getting? Error in the line? You identified correctly? No, no. See, whenever you are saying, Daniel, your statement will not help me. My code is not executed. What would I understand? I don't know, right? What it is not working, why it is not working. Until unless I see your code or until unless I see the error message, I will not able to understand it, right? So whenever you guys are coming to me saying that it is not working, don't come me just saying not working. Don't come to me saying data is not typing in the first name. Or don't tell me data is not selecting in the drop down. Come to me with the screenshot of error message. Come to me, screenshot of error message. Example. Now, what is I'm giving here to identify what is the value of this particular field? What is the property we are getting? We are inspect, we are getting the name. Name or ID, something, whatever we have. So, what is the name they have given? Name equal to birthday underscore day. What is this? I am putting it under birthday underscore day. By mistake, I added 1 year. I'm just giving an example. So I have given some wrong name. The actual name they have given is something, but I identified it as a different. There is a problem or not? Do you think it will identify? It will not identify. Why it will not identify? Because the actual name is different. What you have given is different. Now try to run it. Always make a note of this exception. It will throw an exception. It will go to Facebook. It will try to open new account. Now, is it selecting? Now you go and see in Eclipse, there will be an error. What error? org dot, whenever you see exception, we understand the exception, right? Exception handling. Whenever some abnormal condition happens, then it is going to throw an exception. Wherever you see, once you run your, it doesn't matter Facebook or it doesn't matter whichever you wanted to do it. Okay, it doesn't matter, right? So wherever you see an exception called no such element exception, whenever you see no such element exception means it is not able to find that particular element. So what I'm saying go and select the value from the drop down. But drop down value what you have given is available in the drop down. But what is the problem? The attribute value is wrong. What it is saying, no such element means it is trying to do some action on the particular element, but it is not able to find the element. It doesn't mean the element is not visible. Element is available. It is also enabled. It is also visible. But what is the problem? It is the problem with no such element. Now you see, complete read this message. Did you guess this kind of exception? Yeah. It means what it is saying, unable to no such element, unable to locate element. You forget about all this CSS, etc. It is saying it is unable to locate element which is called birthday underscore day one. Where is the problem? This is the problem. Now, how do I understand in which line of the code this is having a problem? You need to see birthday underscore one. This is the problem. So why it is unable to do it? Now let me correct it. Do you think it will execute now? Whenever you want to find an element, the attribute value must always match with what exactly is there in your application. If both are not matching, it will throw an exception. Always remember, whenever you are seeing no such element exception, understand there are two reasons. Reason number one, value what you have given is wrong. Reason number one, the property value what you have given is wrong. What it's supposed to be, birthday underscore day. What you have given, something different. Don't think only one is mistake. Anything is mistake is a mistake. It should be something different, right? So if it is not matching, it will throw an exception called no such element. There are two reasons for it. Reason number one, the value you have given is wrong. We already saw that reason number one. Reason number two, synchronization issue. Synchronization issue means, let me comment to this line, thread.sleep. Now, when you click on create new account, it takes some time to open the window. Today we'll discuss about synchronization. It takes some time to open a window. It depends upon your net speed. It depends upon your server response, etc. Right? If your server is very slow, if the server is very slow, it obviously takes some time. But does your script know server is slow? Does your script knows internet is slow? It don't know. What it know? Continuously execute lines of the code. How many lines of code you have written? Continuously go ahead and execute those lines of code. If it is not doing means, these are two reasons. Make a note. If we see no such element exception, if you see no such element exception, if you see no such element, what is the exception? Just try to just read it from here. Just take from here. No such element exception. You can note down from here. If you see no such element exception, it is due to below reasons. It is due to below reasons. Due to below reasons. This one, no such element. Here it will tell you what it is not able to find. Just drag it, it will tell you. Okay. Below reasons. First number, reason number one. Reason number one. The value of attribute. The value of attribute. The value of attribute is given wrong. Example, birthday, whatever. The value of attribute is given wrong. The value of attribute is given wrong. Example, ID value is wrong. Example, ID value R ID value or name value or name value is wrong. Point number one. Point number two. You understood, right? The first one, you have given something wrong. Okay, you have given something wrong, because of which it is not able to find the element. That is the reason. Point number two. Point number two. It is due to synchronization issues. Synchronization issues. Synchronization, you want to note down spelling? Just give me a minute, I'll tell you. Note down. SY, you are able to see? SYN, SYNCH, SYNCHRO, NIZATION. Synchronization issues. What do you mean by synchronization issues? Time. In example, note down. Example. Application. Example. Application taking some time to load the page. Application taking some time to load the page. Application taking some time to load the page, but your script is trying to perform, action, on application before loading the page. What I mean to say, example here, if you take this example for synchronization issue, what I am doing, I'm clicking on create new account. It takes some time. Is it taken some time? What my script should do? Script should wait. My script should wait. If it is not waiting, what will happen? It tries to select a value in the drop down, but page itself is not loaded. How it can select? That time also you will get no such element exception. Why? See, the property what you have given is correct, but it is taking some time to load the page. When it is taking some time to load the page, your script and your application response means opening this sign up page. Application response means opening up this sign up page. Take some time, but your script will not understand that. So there is no sync. We used to say that you both try to be in sync to avoid issues. I always used to say to developer and tester, my tester says something, developer says something, I always should tell them, you both try to be in sync. Sync means your both understanding should be correct. Try to be in sync. We used to say, anyhow, he will not fit in for me or she will not fit in for me because I can't sync with him or I can't sync with her. You understand that, right? Sync means your both understandings are different. So same concept is available in your automation also. Your script don't know how much time your application is taking to load. Your script don't know how much time your application is taking to load. So what I should tell to my script? I should tell to my script asking wait for some time. I should tell to my script wait for some time until page is loaded. If you guys observed, did you guys put thread.sleep in your application? Put it. After clicking create new account, immediately if you go for selecting the value, it might throw an exception. That may be the one of the reason due to which it is not able to enter the name. So there are two reasons. One is the value what you have given is wrong. Maybe ID is wrong or name is wrong, right? Or it is executing faster. I mean, script is executing faster before loading the page. Simple option is put thread dot sleep. What it is going to do, it will make your script to wait for certain time. It will make your script to wait for certain time. So it will sleep for 1000 milliseconds. I'm commenting the sleep and let's try to run whether it will execute or it will not execute. Because for me, it's already there in cache, so it immediately coming up. For you, it may take some time. If it is in cache, it will throw immediately off your application. See, okay, now it is not selecting. See what error did we change? Yeah, we changed it. Still, I commented the sleep. The value is correct. Value what I have given is, I'm explaining you the second reason now. First reason I have given wrong. So it was not able to find. Second reason what we are doing, I am removing the thread dot sleep just to show you the synchronization issue. Now why same exception you will get, no such element. What is exception? No such element. When I get a no such element, from where it is saying it is not able to find. You will understand, okay, this I have given correct only. There is no doubt in it. There is no doubt. This is the correct. Then why it is still not able to find? Page is not loaded. Before page loading, it is trying to select that value. This could be your second reason. Okay, that's why I'm saying put thread dot sleep for time being. Now try to run the same script. It should work now because it is waiting for 1000 milliseconds. So it's selected. Is there anything I did except thread dot sleep? I haven't put anything, only thread dot sleep. There is nothing what I have done from my side. Okay, try this way. Maybe that is the issue. Don't always think, if you see this exception, don't always think what value given is wrong. Maybe your given value is right. Maybe application is taking some time to load. Now, another example, another reason. This time both are correct. Attribute value is what I have given is correct. Thread dot sleep also I have given. It is waiting for some time, but still I am getting this error. Today it is executed. Tomorrow I run it, it will fail. Why? Developer changed the value of the attribute. I don't know that. Developer will not tell you, see, I changed this, I changed this. They will not tell you. They do their job. We have to do our job. Developer will not come and tell you, I change the value for this one. Make sure you update your automation. Until unless you have very extraordinary rapport with one person, he or she will tell you. Otherwise, yeah, this is, I have to change it. I changed it. You change it in your script. That's what they will tell. So third reason is everything is correct. You are using synchronization thread dot sleep. You have given value correct, but what happened? Developer changed it. So what will happen? Yes, everything is right, but developer changed it. We don't know. So that time you have to again go here and double check. Once you click it here, double check, is there any value changed or not? Again, double check. Whether they changed or not. Now you say the name is correct only. If they change, you will find the different name here. Copy that and update your script to latest one. These are the three reasons. These are the common reasons why your automation script will fail. In these situations, tester needs lot of patience. I'm telling you upfront. Tester needs lot of patience to investigate why it is failed. Is it failed due to synchronization or it is failed due to property value is changed? Yesterday it worked, today it is not working. Why? So you need to do, if it is a one example, what I am showing is simple thing. We were running 400 test cases in our project. Almost 100 plus test cases are failing every day. You can imagine how much time we need to spend to investigate each and every test case, why it is failing, is the page value, is the value is changed, or it is due to synchronization. So we used to spend a lot of time. So you need to have a lot of patience to understand why it is failing. I have given you the 3 reasons. It cannot go more than 3 reasons. Only you need to understand value is changed or synchronization issue. Value is correct yesterday, synchronization also worked yesterday. Today it is not working because today server is taking. Today I have put how much time? I put it for 1000 milliseconds to sleep. Tomorrow application is very slow. Is there anything wrong from my side? So nothing wrong from my side. Synchronization is correct. I have given 1000 milliseconds. I have given correct attribute value. Developer also not change the value. Then what is the problem? Application response is slow, or your internet speed is slow, or server response is slow. These are the issues due to which your application would be failing. Okay. So you fix the issue, thread.sleep. Okay. Is it clear now? Why you're before wherever you see it is trying to open a window. Now you can even put whenever you launch the Facebook, right? It takes some time to load. When you open facebook.com for .com, even it takes some time to open the home page. It will take open the home page, right? So here also you can put one thread.sleep before going to this, before clicking on create new account. If it is failing here, how would I understand where it is failing? How would I understand? How would I understand where it is failing? It will throw exception in no such element found, right? There you will see line by line. I'll just tell you the, I changed it to value. Deliberately, I wanted to fail my test case. So just try to run it. It was already failed. You can come back and see. We go up. It is saying dropdown.java. What is my file name? Dropdown.java. It is saying exception. This is one example you can understand. This is the file where I have exception. But when you are running 400, 200 test cases, how do you find? So it is saying dropdown.java file line number 20. Click on this. Is it highlighting line number 20? This will tell me where the problem is. You don't need to go line by line where it is available. Just click on this line number. It will take you to the exception. You can understand. Go and check the value what you have for the field and what you have given here. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. Make a note, synchronization. We understood, right? What is synchronization? Don't think synchronization applicable only to Java. Sorry, to Selenium. Synchronization applicable for every automation tool. It's a common concept. It's a server time low or your internet is slow. This is common for all the applications what you have. I mean, common for all the automation tools. Don't think it is applicable only for your automation tool. Common for all the automation tools. Synchronization means, just make a note. Synchronization means your application, sorry, not your application, your script, your automation script should wait for certain time should wait a certain time until should wait for certain time should wait for certain time until your application page is loaded, until your page application is loaded. Okay, what do we observed, right? What is going to happen if you don't use synchronization? If everything is correct, also your script is failing. Why it is failing? It is saying no such element. Why there is no such element? Because page itself is not loaded. That is the problem. So in the next line, to avoid this, we have to use wait. We have to use the weights. WAITS, wait. We have to use weights. We have to use wait. We have to use weights. We have to use weights. There are three types of weights. In Selenium. There are three types of weights in Selenium. First one is implicit weight. You can see it in the notes. First one is implicit. Do you think you need to note down? It is already there in the material. You want to note down? Okay, note down. It's a duplication of work. Okay, implicit weight. Second one, explicit weight. First one is implicit weight. Second one is explicit weight. Third one is fluent weight. Implicit weight, explicit weight. The third one is fluent weight. Third one is fluent weight. Third one is fluent weight. So now, do you understand what do you mean by deprecated? Did we talk deprecated? Not recommended to use. I said Windows 95, 96, 97, those all are already deprecated. In Selenium, which component is deprecated? RC. ID is not deprecated, still active. ID is not deprecated, RC is deprecated. Implicit weight is deprecated. We'll understand. Wow. One more option is we have thread.sleep method. What I am using here, just to wait for some time. Concept is to wait. So it is strongly recommended not to use thread.sleep. It is strongly recommended not to use thread.sleep. Why it is not recommended to use thread.sleep? Because it's not a dynamic. Thread.sleep is a static. Whichever time I wanted asked to sleep, it will sleep. If I ask to sleep for 1000 milliseconds, it will sleep. Even if I ask for sleep for 2 minutes, it will sleep for 2 minutes. But application is loaded in off minute itself. It doesn't care. It doesn't even know. I don't know. You asked me to sleep. I slept. That's all. I don't know anything. You asked me to sleep. I am sleeping. You asked me to sleep for 2 minutes. I am sleeping for 2 minutes. It doesn't really care whether his application is loaded or application is not loaded. So how much time you are wasting? 1.5 minutes. In off minute itself, your page is loaded. Because of thread dot sleep, it is waiting for 2 minutes. So 1.5 minute you guys are going to waste. It is reducing your, sorry, it is increasing your execution time. One sleep, 1.5 minute. You can use multiple places. How much time you think it will waste, right? So that's why it is recommended not to go for using the thread dot sleep. Okay. Now understand implicit wait. So implicit wait, simple to code than the explicit wait. We don't need to spend much time on implicit wait because it is already deprecated. It is usually declared in the instantiation part of the code. Instantiation means object creation. Instantiation means object creation. You only need one additional package to import. Which package you have to import? Time unit class. Implicit wait is available. Implicit wait is what? Predefined method. Whenever I say predefined method, which will be available in some predefined class. What is a predefined class? Time unit. Whenever I say predefined class, every class will be available in some package. Do you write any class without package? So implicit wait is predefined method. This method is available in time unit class. Time unit class is available in java.util.concurrent package. So you have to import this. So how do you instantiate? Driver dot manage dot time units dot implicit wait 10 comma time unit dot seconds. So I'm using this implicit method and it is taking the two parameters. One is the number, how much time you wanted to wait, 10. So what is this 10? Can be seconds, it can be milliseconds, it can be nanoseconds, it can even 10 days also. It's up to you. So they have given you the parameterization, right? You can go for calling implicit wait this way. So implicit wait is applicable in entire program. I repeat, implicit wait is applicable in entire program of your class. I'm writing a lot of test cases in one class. Once I use this implicit wait in my class, this implicit wait is applicable in for every test case. What implicit wait is going to do, it is setting the default time wait before it is going to the next transaction. It will always wait for certain specified time. For every line code, it tries to make you wait for how much time you specify. Example, I'm specifying 10 seconds. So for going to the next line, every 10 seconds, it is going to wait for certain time, which is impacting to again entire program level. That's why they have deprecated the implicit wait. I repeat, implicit wait is applicable everywhere in the class, wherever you are using it. And it is going to be available for all lines of code. It is going to wait for specified time everywhere. So it is again increasing your execution of the time. Wherever it is not needed to wait, why you think we have to wait? So that's why they have reduced it, and now they moved on going to the explicit wait. Okay. People might ask you, I don't think for fresher they will not even think about asking it, but in case if they are asking why implicit wait is deprecated, because it is applicable throughout the class and it doesn't allow to check for explicit condition. That's why it is being deprecated. What is the next wait? Explicit wait. What is the next wait? Explicit wait. As the name says, explicit wait means you are explicitly waiting for certain time. Explicit wait means you are explicitly waiting for certain time on a particular element. Implicit is on entire everywhere in the class. Explicit is not like that. Explicit is applicable only for specific element. You don't need to wait for every page. Explicit is waiting only specific to the particular element, not for the every element. Okay. Now there are three conditions where we can go for using the explicit wait. The condition number one, I have a web page which has some login form And after login, it takes lot of time to load account page or home page. This page is a dynamic. It means sometimes it takes 10 seconds to load the home page. Sometimes it's 15 seconds and so on. In this situation, the explicit wait can help us, which will wait until specific page. Wait until specific page or title is not present, it will keep waiting. Example, I'm using my email account. I'm using my email account. I wanted to enter my user ID. What is my test case to automate? Log into your email account, then send an email. So once I enter user ID, password, click on login, does it take some time to load? Obviously it takes some time load. Then I have to click on compose button. So page itself taking some time to load. So I don't want my script to go and click on compose button. I don't want my script to go and click on compose button until that particular compose link or button is available for me. So in that situation, do you think it needs to wait everywhere or it needs to wait only for compose to be available? Only compose to be available. That is one condition. Example, here we understood the Facebook. Click on create new account. Click on create new account. Does it taking some time to load sign up page? So I have to write one explicit wait where my script should to wait until that sign up page is appeared. What is my title of that particular page? Sign up page title. Wait specific page title is present. So what is the title of the page? Sign up. So my script has to wait until sign up page is displayed. One example. Another example, compose. Once you log in, it will take some time to display the compose option. Condition 2. You are working on travel application. Condition 2, you are working on travel application. You filled the web form and clicked on submit button. Now directly let me take you to example. You are working for travel application. What are the travel applications you guys know? IRCTC, okay. Make my trip, Red Bus, Abhi Bus. These are the so many things. Now I wanted to book a flight, okay, from Hyderabad to Goa, something. Now there are so many travel sites available. There are so many travel flights available here, right? So clear trip, make my trip, skyscanner.co.in, right? So I'll just take any one trip which is called make my trip example. Now it is already loaded all the flights right now. So how it is loaded? Based on from, based on to, based on the date it is automatically taking. Now what I wanted to do, I wanted to select date on 16th. Example, when you click on search, see, is it taking a lot of time? Is it taking time or not? So in those situations, if you have an application related to travel domain, you are working for a client who is into you are working for make my trip itself. So it's taking some time. I will select return date. Click on search. Is it taking? So you have to wait explicitly. What I have to wait? Somewhere. Okay. Now you also have in the bottom price list. Now I wanted to go for only one stop. Again, it is taking some time to load. Now I wanted to go specific airlines or something. They have any specific airlines? Yeah. I wanted to go only for the go first. There are no flights. And why they are displaying when there are no flights? No need to, they're saying 2 flights available. They're saying 2 flights are available, but they are not showing. Yeah, here they are showing now. So every time you modify your search, it is taking some time to load your page. In those situations, you guys can go for using the explicit wait. I want explicitly wait for all flights to be loaded. Okay, that is the second condition. Explicit wait, which can wait till specific or set of elements are not loaded. Condition 3, there are some elements on web page which are hidden. There are some pages on web page which are hidden, and it will be displayed, only when specific conditions get true. So we have to wait until these elements are not visible. In this case, again, explicit wait will help, in which we can specify wait till the element or elements not visible. So example, I can say you have an application, okay, where it asks you to select a country. It will ask you to select a country, and state will show you all the states. Based on the country I am selecting, it should load all the states. Based on the country I am selecting, country is a static drop down. Static means it is already having the values. Whenever you open a page, it is already having the values. You don't need to select it again. Now, state drop down is a dynamic drop down. It's not a static drop down. State drop down is a dynamic drop down where you don't have to, it is not already loaded. Based on country, it will dynamically empty the states and again load the new state. So what you have to do here, does the state drop down take some time? Now let's say I'm selecting India for now. So what it should load? All the states related to India. Next time I'm selecting UK. Country as UK. What it should load? It should first remove all the states from India and again get the states, go to the server, check the condition. Developer will always write the condition, right? If country equal to India, they will say load below states. What are the states we have in India? They will load it. If country equal to UK, what they will do? They will check condition. They will go to the server and they will get all the states of UK. So does it take some time for the state to drop down? So, or let's say sometime state drop down itself is hidden. Once you select the country, then it will be visible. In those situations, you can go for using the explicit wait. Is it clear? Explicitly unless specific element. Implicit is common. Implicit is common. Explicit is on specific element like state drop down to load. Like flight traveling, you are trying to make it, it should wait for certain time to load all the pages. Those situations you can go for using the explicit wait. Now, how to use the explicit wait? Using the WebDriver wait and expected conditions. There are two classes in explicit wait. Predefined classes. Selenium is all about predefined classes, predefined methods, right? So what are the two predefined classes you have? One is WebDriver wait and another one is expected condition. These are the two classes that you guys needs to use. One is WebDriver wait, another one is expected conditions. Now you also need to import WebDriver wait class, whichever you wanted to use. Okay. Now let us discuss few of them related to explicit wait. Okay. Now element to be clickable. Okay. Element to be clickable. The expected condition. These are all the predefined methods. Whatever I'm trying to explain you guys now, these all are the predefined methods based on your requirement. You guys have to go for using the specific one. So what is the first one? Element to be clickable. Element to be clickable. The expected condition waits for an element to be clickable. Example, the element should be present or displayed or visible on the screen as well as enabled. Example, I said state drop down should be visible and should be enabled. What is the simple code? Wait until expected conditions dot. I said there is one predefined class called what? Expected conditions. What is this example I'm trying to give you? Once I enter my user ID and password to email account, it will log in, but it will take some time to log in and show the compose button. Now what I'm writing here, wait until expected conditions dot element to be clickable. Wait expected condition dot element to be clickable. This is the method I'm using. Element to be clickable. Which element? Again, same concept. ID, name, XPath, CSS. It's up to you. Which element you need to specify? Compose. What is the XPath of compose? I'm just giving some examples. / div contains we will discuss. Maybe tomorrow we'll try to. Tomorrow there is no class. We will meet on Monday. So / div contains text called compose. Happy? No class. Immediately laughing, very happy. Like school kids used to say, Amma, no holiday. Right. So XPath / div contains text called compose. We'll discuss contains and starts with. These are again two additional methods. If you don't know much knowledge on XPath, how to write it, then go for using the contains and starts with. You guys can use any of these methods. Now, element to be clickable by dot XPath, whatever, which element you want to be clickable. So I wanted to wait element to be clickable. What my script is going to wait? My script is going to wait for certain time until this particular element is clickable or visible, right? Now, what is the next one? Text to be present in element. Text, this is another method. Text to be present in element. The expected condition waits for an element. The expected condition waits for an element having a certain string pattern. Example, wait until expected condition. This is same, but method is changing. What is method is changing? Text to be present by dot XPath / div ID equal to forgot password. Example, whenever I'm launching my HRM application, after launching my HRM application, I wanted to click on forgot your password. So what I'm saying, wait until forgot password link is visible. That's what we are trying to mention in this script here. Now just see, it is taking some time. Is it taking some time to load? And I'm waiting until this text is present. Until this particular text is present. That's what we are trying to write here. Text to be present in element. What I'm saying, text to be element. What is the XPath / div @ID equal to forgot password. You can simply say that text to be present element by dot link text. What is my link text? Forgot your. It will wait until your forgot password is appearing or not. That's what it is trying to do. The next one, alert present. Alert present or not. The expected condition waits for an alert box to be appear. Alert window. Example, go to HDFC Bank. Just giving one example, okay? I don't know why these guys are not allowing login. Where is login button? Again, it is going here. Net banking, login. Same place, I think. Do not share your internet banking, etc. etc. Register for net banking, regenerate, clear browsing cache. I don't know. Just let me open another browser. You guys know alert windows, right? Now I should enter customer ID or user ID to log in. I'll click on continue. What it is displaying? Customer ID, whatever. This is called alert window. Even for showing alert window, it takes some time. We'll discuss maybe today or Monday session, we'll discuss how to handle the alert windows. We don't know. When you get into your project may have alert windows where you need to handle it. Click on continue. It is displaying some alert window. I have to wait for my alert window to be present explicitly for specific alert. They have one method called alert is present. The expected condition waits for an alert box to appear. So wait until expected condition dot alert present not equal to null. Some condition. Title is the expected condition wait for a page with a specific title. Example, I wanted to open gmail.com. The page takes some time to load the Gmail, right? So what I'm saying, once the page is loaded, then only you'll get the title. You know the title of the browser, right? You guys know? I wanted to open Google. See what is the title? This is called title on top, what you see here. What is the title you see here? Google, right? This is called title. What I'm saying is wait until page title equal to Google. What I'm trying to say, do you think this title will come immediately before loading the page? It has to wait, complete page is loaded, then you will get the title. Now just wanted to open another page called Enadu. Enadu, what is the title? Latest Telugu news, breaking news. They have big title. Okay. So if you wanted to wait for particular title, you wanted to wait for particular title to be visible. You wait for certain time. Okay. And then frame to be available and switch to it. We have something called frames. So whenever you go for using your application, some applications will also have the frames. So frame is something that is decided by the developer. Yesterday or day before yesterday, we discussed one HTML code, right? We declared one frame ID equal to login. So everything what you have put it is inside the frame. So those are called as a frame. Those are called as a frame. So you want particular frame to be loaded. You want particular frame to be available. The expected condition waits for a frame to be available. And then as soon as frame is available, then the control switches to automatically. So they are giving wherever you wanted to wait. Alert window kind of warning is similar, I can say. Yeah. This is for explicit wait. Always remember implicit wait applicable at complete class level. Once you write one implicit wait, it is applicable at the class level. It is being deprecated. Explicit wait is used explicitly to wait on a specific element. It can be a Gmail, it can be your travel application, or it can be your Facebook create new account. It can be anything. Wherever, don't think I have to use all these explicit waits. You can use any one is fine. Page title, or depending upon your requirement. If it says something like alert to be present, then use alert is present. You want switch frame to be available, then go for using the frame to be available. It's up to you. Now we'll move on for fluent wait. Fluent wait in Selenium marks the maximum number of time. Fluent wait in Selenium marks maximum of time for Selenium WebDriver to wait for certain condition becomes visible. It also defines that explicit wait, this also making some conditions to be visible. It also defines how frequently WebDriver will check if the condition appears before throwing element not visible exception. To put it in simple, Fluent Wait looks for a WebDriver element repeatedly. Understand that. Fluent Wait looks for a web element repeatedly at regular intervals. At regular intervals, timeout happens or until object is found. Now, what was happening? We found, what is the exception we found? No such element. What was that? No such element exception. There is also one more exception similar to that. What is that similar to that? Element not visible exception. We also have something called element not visible exception. So what Fluent Wait has introduced some concept called checking regular intervals of time. It means I'm asking using the Fluent wait for 1 minute of time so that it can available. It doesn't matter what it is. It's a page or drop down or whatever it is, right? So I'm asking to wait for certain time. I'm asking for certain time, wait, element is visible. How much time I'm putting? Let's say 2 minutes. I'm putting some 2 minutes of time. Element, I want Fluent Wait to check it in regular intervals. I want my Fluent Wait check it in regular interval. I'll say every 20 seconds, try to check it, whether is element is present or not. Element is present or not. So what Fluent Wait is going to do? Fluent Wait is going to check for every 20 seconds. How many seconds we are asked to wait for? 120 seconds, 2 minutes, right? We asked to wait for 2 minutes. 2 minutes, what we are in the 2 minutes, I'm putting one interval. I'm putting one interval. Wait for every 20 seconds of interval, keep checking whether it is present or not. Every 20 seconds, keep checking whether it is present or not. So first 20 seconds, it could not find. First 20 seconds, it could not find. So it will wait for another 20 seconds. Let's assume it found in next 20 seconds. It immediately comes outside of the wait. It immediately comes outside of the wait and continues your program execution. It's not like thread.sleep where it should go for the sleep. It's not like a thread.sleep. It will wait for certain time. If it finds in the regular intervals, you can only decide how many regular intervals you wanted to check. How many regular intervals you wanted to check. I wanted to check for regular intervals of 20 seconds or 15. It's up to you, whatever you wanted to do. So Fluent Wait commands are most useful when interacting with the web elements that can take long duration to load. This is something that often occurs in Ajax application. Ajax applications, like I said, Ajax is all about waiting only. Like I said, straight drop down, wait until the values are loaded. So those things are called as the Ajax applications, right? So this is something that often occurs. Yeah. So it is possible to set default pooling period as needed. Default pooling period means in how many intervals of time you wanted to check. The user can configure the wait. The user can configure the wait to ignore any applications during the polling period. Fluent wait also sometimes called smart waits because they don't wait out the entire duration defined in the code. Instead, the test continues to execute as soon as the element is detected. As said, in 20 seconds, it could not find, you given 2 minutes. Regular intervals, pooling time, you are given 20 seconds. First 20 seconds, it could not find. Next 20 seconds, again, it is going to check. It is finding, it will continue to the execution. You don't need to wait. So until your condition, example, wait equal to new Fluent wait, WebDriver comma reference dot with the timeout dot seconds, pooling every how much time you wanted to wait. This is like how many seconds you wanted to wait. And second one is pooling in the sense, I said for every 20 seconds. I said what? For every 20 seconds, wait for some regularly keep checking it. Regularly keep checking it whether it is present or not. That's what we are specifying here. Ignoring exception. If what happened to your example, it is immediately throwing an exception. What it is throwing? No such element found exception. What it was throwing? No such element found exception. So it is also allowing just ignore until unless 2 minutes time is not completed, your system will not throw exception. What is Selenium job? Try to find an element. If it is not finding, immediately throw an exception. So what we are saying, ignoring the exception, don't throw any exception. What type of exception you wanted to mention, you need to specify the exception time here. Example, I'm saying fluent weight, weight equal to new fluent weight. What is this weight? Weight is an object for the class called fluent weight, right? I'm saying weight dot with the timeout. This is the predefined method, okay? 5000 milliseconds. I'm wait timeout period as 5000 milliseconds and specify pooling time. Specify pooling time means wait dot pooling. Wait dot pooling every 250 milliseconds. I'm saying wait for 5000 milliseconds, but I'm saying wait for 5000 milliseconds, out of which for every 250 milliseconds, keep check that whether element is present or not. For every 250 seconds, make sure whether element is present or not. If it is present, it immediately come out of it. And I'm also saying wait ignore the element. What is no element? No such element exception. No such element is exception is what? A class. So I'm saying ignore in every 250 milliseconds. If Selenium is trying to throw an exception, no such element exception, I'm saying ignore. So Selenium will ignore means don't consider. Selenium will not throw any exception as no such element exception. So this is the advantage of using the fluent weight. So make a note as interview question, mostly interview ask question. First question will come, what is synchronization and why we use them? That is your first question. You guys already know the answer, right? The second question, what are the weights available in Selenium? Second question, what are the weights available in Selenium? What are the weights available in Selenium? You know the weights. What are the weights available? Implicit weight, explicit weight, and fluent weight. Next question. Can you explain? Can you explain? Can you explain difference between? Can you explain difference between each weight? You know what is each weight? Implicit weight, explicit weight, and fluent weight. Make a note of that. Can you explain difference between implicit weight, comma, explicit weight, comma, implicit weight, explicit weight, comma, fluent weight. Yeah, Shivamshu, you can unmute yourself. Shivamshu, you can unmute yourself. Okay. So drop down, we already discussed. We have something called contains, starts with. In one example, we discussed. What we discussed? Contains. And somewhere I said the slash slash div contains text equal to compose, right? So Shivamshi, I asked you multiple times unmute. I don't know. Can you raise your hand? There is some issue from your end. I don't know. Can you raise your hand? I'll try to unmute you. Can you raise your hand if you want? Okay, you can unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Yeah, morning.
Sir, can you send me automation questions interview?
Automation testing questions.
Yes, sir.
Automation not yet completed, right? We are still in middle.
Okay.
If you wanted, I will see. I don't know whether I. Selenium FAQs I should have. I don't know where. I think I was having FAQs. I need to figure. Yeah, it's here. But I still have to add more FAQs. I think I added only few. Only 10 pages. Yeah, I'll put this document. If you wanted, you can go through it.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. There is exception path. What is exception path? I think what is exception? Java.lang.illegal state exception. The path to the driver executable. Now, where is your Chrome driver.exe is available? Your Chrome driver, is it available in the same path? You're giving C colon slash slash Premanidhi slash slash Chrome. Is it in the same path? I think that's what it is related to. The path to the driver executable, the path to the driver executable. Illegal state exception. I don't know what is this illegal state. I feel there is some issue with the path. Just check with your path, double check with the path and let me know. Okay. Yeah, you can unmute yourself. Yeah, good.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, when I'm trying to create a new account, the ID is dynamically changing, sir. What to do, sir?
That's a good question. Basically, whenever you try to automate something with Google application, you wanted to automate some.
Hello.
Type in there. Just give me a minute. So whenever you guys are using Facebook or using your Gmail or Google Dot, they dynamically, first time you will get some ID. You take that ID, it will work for the first time. When you try to run it again, they can easily understand. They are very smart. Their developers, their code is extreme smart. They can easily understand. Is it done by automation or someone manually opening? They don't touch anything. They can easily from your server, you are repeating it multiple times, opening the same thing again. And it also clearly tells, see, when I'm trying to run my application, I'm trying to explain the same thing, okay? When I'm trying to run this, so it clearly says that your Chrome is being automated. You see here, Chrome is being controlled by automation test software. Once they find it, they immediately on top. If they
Yes.
see it, they automatically, you see now, this part.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't know that will, this part. Once they see it, they can understand someone is using their application for automation. It will impact to their performance. It will obviously impact to their performance. They will dynamically change the IDs, whatever we use. So your script will work today. You run not even today. Now it will work. Second time you run it, it will fail.
For the
Why?
first time
Because the
also it's
ID
not
value
working,
is
sir.
changed dynamically. Your script ID is something, they change it dynamically. So in those applications, just ignore it. You cannot do anything. It's not in your control. Okay. It is expected.
Okay.
In fact, I was feeling when I explained you the first example, I thought it executed. Google, I run it twice it executed, but sometimes second time itself, they will change the dynamically ID. You cannot use it. Okay. That is the problem. You got it? Okay. Anything I need to put it in Google Class? Nothing for today, right? No. Okay. Okay. So we will stop it here today. We'll resume it on Monday. When we come back on Monday, we will talk about contains and start.